Prepare for the loading screen that will be your mind exploding from amazing gaming news. Are you expecting this? I bet you're not. Oh, let's do this.
Welcome to Respawn TV. I'm your host, Evan Van Zant, and this is your source for all things nerd culture. Let's start things off with this week's up-and-coming releases. You can look forward to seeing these titles and many more released throughout the month on your favorite platforms. This week's releases are Atelier Sophie, The Alchemist of the Mysterious Book, on February 7th for the PC. This game focuses on an alchemist named Sophie who has discovered her powers in a time that alchemy is not yet widespread. Her attempts at combining items repeatedly fail until she finds a talking book that she must return to its human form. Knights of Azure on the February 7th for the PC. This RPG battle game follows two girls, Arnice and Lilies, who fight against demons called Servan. The game features light, heavy, and special attacks, as well as transformations for characters and weapons. Splasher, February 7th for the PC. Splasher is a 2D indie platformer created by Sidekick, a group of game designers that worked on the Rayman games for Ubisoft. Players are armed with a splatter cannon, which uses different colors of ammo to perform different functions, helping them to solve difficult platforming puzzles. Neo, February 9th for the PS4. This samurai RPG is heavily inspired by the Dark Souls series. Players will choose a class of samurai and fight their way through a terrifying onslaught of enemies and bosses in a feudal Japanese fantasy setting. Keep tuned in each week to get news on up-and-coming release dates for new and exciting games. Now let's throw it over to Nelson Butler with Storyteller.
You're late.
Hey, Respawners. I'm Nelson Butler, and welcome to another awesome segment of Storyteller. This week, I'm reviewing Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This game is the 12th entry in the Call of Duty series. It was released in November of 2015. Now, if you've been a fan of Call of Duty since the beginning, you would know how amazing their games are. They kept you interested and excited throughout the storyline. This one, however, did not.
Sordid history of the Q-Zone.
Fool! You shame us in front of our guests!
Come on, Danny, relax.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was the worst installment I played of the series ever. It involved stale characters, repetitive gameplay, and in all honesty, a boring storyline overall. It really surprised me because usually they have an amazing storyline, but this one, I just couldn't get into it. The game starts off with you on a mission to rescue some hostages. You complete the mission successfully, but not without getting all your limbs ripped off by a robot. You're almost killed until a soldier named Taylor comes and saves you at the last minute. Your limbs are replaced by robotic arms and legs, and you're installed with a direct neutral interface, or DNI, that gives you special abilities throughout the game. Working alongside you is your partner Hendrix, a cliche hothead with a bad cop persona. Almost every dialogue he has, he's yelling about something.
The CIA Black Project running out of its basement. I don't think you do. This is someone I know, and you started the whole thing over again.
As for the gameplay, it involves shooting people, shooting robots, and shooting planes. Usually like any other Call of Duty. But unlike the previous ones where you feel like you're blasting with purpose, this one makes you feel like an escort. It's like the game developers are saying, you take care of all the shooting, while your character does all the thinking.
It's too much! Even with the computer in my head, there's not enough time!
It's actually very simple.
Wait. This is a maglev tray.
It gets so repetitive that before you even get halfway through the game, you're zoned out and basically on autopilot. I actually had to force myself to finish through it to the end. I never had to do that to a game before. But the true reason why the storylines suck is because Call of Duty has become so online dependent that they fill up the campaign with a basic storyline and uninteresting characters. Meanwhile, their multiplayer is better than ever. I give Call of Duty Black Ops 3 a 4 out of 10. If you're gonna buy it, only buy it for online purposes. Thanks Respawners for watching. I'm Nelson Butler, and I'll see you next time on Storyteller.
Thanks, Nelson. Fans of Morrowind will be excited about the next expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. The expansion will allow players to quest and explore areas featured in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind 700 years before the events of the game. All the major landmarks and geographic features will still be there, but players will experience the locations in Morrowind's prime. Producer ZeniMax has stated that Morrowind is the game's physically largest expansion since the release of ESO in 2014, and will add over 30 hours of gameplay. The expansion will also add another class called the Warden that uses earth magic and fights alongside a war bear. This update also adds Battlegrounds, an arena-style player versus player game type where players will engage in three-way battles between teams of 4. There are also a myriad of premium edition options as well as pre-order bonuses. The Digital Collector's Edition, for example, includes the base game and all of its expansions, as well as a unique war bear, and will cost $79.99. The standard version of the expansion costs $39.99 and will release June 6th across all platforms. We'll continue after some commercials, but first, here is Beyond the Theory by Mackenzie Doherty.
Hey guys, it's Mackenzie Doherty and welcome back to Beyond the Theory,
where we dive deep into animes and explore all the theories revolving around it.
Today, we're going to be delving into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is the second adaptation of the original Full Metal Alchemist manga. It follows brothers Edward and Alphonse Elric, who are on a search for a Philosopher's Stone to help Al get his body back, which he lost when him and Ed tried to bring their mother back to life. But Ed was able to transplant Al's soul into a suit of armor. Ed lost his leg and then sacrificed his arm to save Al.
Right. Now the constructional formula. And finally, we need some soul data.
Now, there are quite a few different theories around the show, but the big one is that FMA Brotherhood is actually an animated documentary about the Illuminati and the influence that they have over the world. It hints at many truths involving governments, illumination, sacred geometry, and more. Now, there is an all-seeing eye that makes several appearances throughout the show, and the main villain is a shadow-like figure that consists of many one eyes. Also, there are non-human entities that orchestrate the wars between countries for their own gain, and these non-human entities are controlled by an even more powerful entity that is pulling all the strings from behind the scenes. Leaders of the country are chosen from birth by these non-human entities and are given a false backstory that is made public, and these leaders are placed in the top positions of government. Human members who are also towards the top are in on it because they are promised special gifts from their non-human masters. These non-human forms then take human forms by using a body as a container. These non-human forms look down upon the humans because they are inferior, but at the same time, they're also envious of the humans because of the traits they possess. Also, the template of the main city looks to have been designed to form a sacred geometrical shape that helps these non-human entities to harvest energy from the humans of the city. And then there's the fact that there is a new world order military state going on. Crazy enough, there are more than that, and if you decide to fact check, there are many real-life conspiracies pertaining to these subjects as well. Another lesser theory is one that is more true to real life. Some people believe that Jesus Christ himself was an alchemist. He used the souls of the people killed in the Great Flood to obtain a Philosopher's Stone to help cure blindness, leprosy, and paralysis. He also bypasses the law of equivalent exchange and a few other things as well.
Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain, something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange.
This show is really interesting if you don't want to look that deep into it. And even if you do look for the deeper meaning, it's still really interesting because of so many theories behind it. It's got a really good storyline behind it and keeps you wanting to watch a show. Alchemy is an interesting thing, and the show does really help to give you some insight into it.
This is Mackenzie Doherty, and you're watching Respawn TV.
Welcome back to Respawn TV. I'm your host, Evan Van Zant, and you just saw Mackenzie's pack Beyond the Theory. Elon Musk hosted the first Hyperloop competition on January 29th in Hawthorne, California. The competition featured a vacuum tube 6 feet in diameter designed by Musk himself. Participants were given minimal instruction and brought their own prototypes for passenger pods to be thrust through the tube at supersonic speeds. The 27 teams, who were mainly students from colleges but included a team from a Texas high school, hailed from 6 different countries. The contest was to build interest in vacuum travel, which could be the fastest form of land travel yet. The idea was first proposed in a research paper by Musk in 2013. Although the students' pods only made it up to 50 miles per hour, the proposed Hyperloop travel will accelerate up to 700 miles per hour using either magnet propulsion or air propulsion. Only 3 student-made pods passed the rigorous 101-point inspection, including a pod from the Netherlands that only needed the power of a light bulb to propel its 329-pound frame. Musk is also known for his work in space travel with SpaceX and personal transportation with Tesla, and has left the Hyperloop tube up outside of SpaceX, where a second competition will be held this summer. Up next, check out Esports Now by Sean Nino.
This is Esports Now, and I'm your host, Sean Nino. We're going to start off by talking about the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. The EVO 2017 lineup was recently announced, and 8 games plus 1 fan-voted game will be played. Street Fighter V, Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, Super Smash Bros. Wii U, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Injustice 2, Blaze Blue, Central Friction, Tekken 7, and King of Fighters 14 are the games that have already been announced. The game to be voted in by the fans includes Mortal Kombat X, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Skullgirls, Pokken Tournament, Killer Instinct, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, ARMS, Windjammers, and Nidhogg. EVO 2017 will kick off Friday, July 14th, and conclude Sunday, July 16th at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. In CSGO news, Astralis won the E-League Major, defeating Virtus Pro by coming back from behind to win 2-1. The result of the series also came after E-League's Twitter account accidentally tweeted that Virtus Pro were the victors of the series before it had ended. With over 1 million viewers, the E-League Major Grand Finals have broken Twitch's record for the highest amount of concurrent views on a single stream. This was the first time a stream has ever gotten over 1 million views.
Ori! Nice! Smoothing out of the backline for Huhi, and a missed taunt flash by Impact!
League of Legends currently has multiple leagues going on around the world. In North America, Cloud9 sits atop the league at 4-0. There is a 3-way tie for second place, with TSM, FlyQuest, and Phoenix One all tied at 3-1, and there is a 2-way tie for 5th, with Echo Fox and Immortals at 2-2. The European League got their week wrapped up, and at the top of Group A is G2 Esports and Misfits at 2-0. Leading Group B is the Unicorns of Love, who are sitting at 3-0. In second place is H2K, who are not far behind at 2-1. ESL has signed a partnership agreement with former Fox TV and Fox Sports executive David Hill to help with special projects through his production studio, Hilly. Hill says he wants to find gaming's answer to Joe Buck and Terry Bradshaw. It is unclear if this move will help bring ESL tournaments to television, or if it will just up the production quality of their live stream events. Over the past year, Turner has been broadcasting their E-League, CSGO League, and the recent E-League Major, while ESPN2 broadcast Heroes of the Dorm, EVO 2016, and the Capcom Cup Finals. This has been your update on everything in the esport world. I've been your host, Sean Nino, and you're tuned in to Esports Now. And now we send it back to Respawn TV.
Thanks, Sean. For more sports content, be sure to check out Bearcat Update every Monday through Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. We're going to take a short break for commercials. Please stay tuned. Welcome back to Respawn TV. I'm your host, Evan Van Zant. We've all played or heard of some video games that are just bizarre. Let's throw it over to our weird game expert, Jack McCormick, with his pack, Why?
Hello, Respawners, and welcome back to the show where we don't ask who, what, where, when, or how, but why. Well, we sometimes ask who and what, as in who was smoking what when creating these games. Today, we'll be carbo loading with Bosa Studios' I Am Bread. In I Am Bread is the only single-player action-adventure video game that's centered entirely around a slice of bread. That's right, out of all the games about war, zombies, and superheroes, you chose a game about bread. Congratulations, your video game tastes are second to none. In I Am Bread, you play as a slice of bread fresh from the loaf. The objective of the game is very similar to that of your average college student on Saturday night, to get toasted. Sometimes a toaster won't always cut it though, and your bread needs to become a little craftier on its mission to become toast. You navigate this slice of bread across different levels, sticking to walls and such, to find a way to get yourself all nice and toasty, while also avoiding things that may taint your edibility, mainly the floor and garbage. Your edibility meter is essentially your health, and depending on how much you have left at the end of the level, is the letter grade you receive for that level. If you have 100% at the end, congratulations, you get an A. But if your edibility meter runs out by the end, the game understands you suck sometimes, and after a few failed attempts, you have the option to possess the magic marmalade, which gives you invulnerability, so no matter where you go in the game, your edibility meter won't be affected. Neat stuff, right? Now, before you go thinking this is some shallow, absentee storyline video game about nothing but a piece of bread's pilgrimage to become toast, you best think again. In fact, the story behind I Am Bread is a rather grim and dark one. Before each level, you see what appears to be a therapist's notes about a patient named Mr. Merton. Mr. Merton has had a tough life. You found out he is divorced and has a failed business in the past, and has now become increasingly paranoid as he thinks people are breaking into his house and leaving breadcrumbs around as a warning or a message. That's right, you are the slice of bread that slowly descends this man into insanity. You never actually see Mr. Merton for the duration of the game until the very last level, where you are a slice of bread in the back of Mr. Merton's car after you, a piece of bread, blow up a gas station, and he discovers that it's been the bread responsible for the unexplainable things going on in his life and is now trying to kill him. You eventually make your way into the car with Mr. Merton, and after you climb on his person, he has a panic attack, crashes the car, resulting in his death. Didn't think a game about bread could get so dreadful, could you? This is Jack McCormick with Why. Now before I break down in rye, I just want to say I loaf you all. Ha! Bread puns, get it? Back to Respawn TV.
Thanks, Jack. Let's take a moment to remember a video game icon that we lost last week. The father of Pac-Man, Masaya Nakamura, passed away at the age of 91. The founder of Namco will be missed. Please stay tuned for Project Delta. Respawn TV and Delta air each week Monday through Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. and you can watch our content online at facebook.com/respawn8 and on KNWT's YouTube page. Now it's time for a quick commercial break. Please stay tuned for more Respawn TV. Hello and welcome to Project Delta. I'm your host Devin Van Zant, and joining us this week is Bradley Justice.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Bradley?
Doing good.
What are we playing?
Worms Battleground.
We are playing Worms Battlegrounds, which is the newest Worms game.
Came out in 2014. They have multiple different variations of the game.
If you've ever played like a tank-based flash game, this is what this is. You get a certain amount of time to move, you get certain weapons, and you're just trying to eliminate the other team.
You just aimed your rockets, and I think you damaged my other guy over there. It's doing some pretty hefty things. I'm hoping my guy's okay. I know that you took 5 damage because of the recoil, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you wrecked me. Well, that was a misfire, but a good misfire.
It was intentional.
So with that, I'm gonna have to get revenge on you. I'm gonna drop some dynamite.
Bye, on, Cecil.
Bye, Cecil. Oh, I can't move. All right.
You gotta run, boy.
I gotta run. This is gonna create a huge crater.
Oh, Cecil and Harvey are friends.
Yes.
Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I did some.
You did some pretty hefty things over there with that first move. But yeah, this game is basically a party game with, mindless violence.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about Worms is that it's just like cute and but super violent. And it's a fun party game to just like chill out with your friends or your family. That did nothing.
Yeah,
I was hoping
I'm
for a
so
repeat.
happy it didn't. So happy it did nothing because my guy was near the edge and it would not have been pleasant. It looks like Cecil is drowning over there because constantly his life is getting in risk. But Spoon, hi Spoon, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to baseball bat you. Let's see how this goes. Let's see, line this up. Yes, an elimination off the map. And I'm just going to jump over here for a good safety. Try to protect myself.
Perfect 10.
Try to protect myself.
Stuck that land.
And the crates will help you out. It's just, back in the games like, the Flash games back in the day, the good things about them is you have coins you pick up, and what are you gonna try to do?
No.
Load up.
At the last second.
And so with the coins that you pick up, you can help purchase things. Like for an example, he's way over here, out of distance. So I picked up some 10 coins. So I'm going to jetpack over there. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, he's a heavy one. I don't know what I'm going to do over here. See if I can try to get up as much as possible.
You got time.
There we go. Yeah, the good thing about it is I got many time to be able to get over in range.
Many time indeed.
Many time. I got about 90 seconds. I don't know if I can do anything here, so I'm going to try to see if I can take a guess. See if I can get this geometry.
And...
Oh my goodness, I can control this? I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
I think you effectively did nothing.
There we go, yep.
Yep.
I tried, oh,
you
I
hurt
didn't
yourself.
Dang, I'm still in the lead over here though. If you look in the bottom left, it shows how much health all of your worms have in general.
Oh, what have I done?
You just launched another one of those insane missile things that's probably going to damage a lot of the map.
That's something I really like about Worms is that they have interactive maps, very destructive maps, and they're all sort of different shapes with different gimmicks. It makes the gameplay much more interesting, than those classic Flash games that are just hills.
Yeah. Let's see what I pick up here. We got a ninja rope, a blowtorch. And I'm going to see if because he's not a heavy set, see if I can. Nope. I keep on double hitting X or A. What am I going to do here? You know what? I'm going to try a mindless violent thing that you did.
No, don't do what I've been doing this whole time. What are you doing? That's irresponsible.
Hoping this hits. And, oh my, it hit me. It hit me. But it's, wow.
You definitely.
I hit Harvey, but he just stood a chance. I took some damage. Oh, you got 21 life over there.
Oh man. All right, Oliver. Time to seal this.
Don't get caught in the flames. Strong fella.
Uh-oh.
Pretty strong.
Oh, look at that.
Acrobats. No, it's maybe a double kill.
All right. Let's go ahead and do one of these.
Point it.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson from last time. And go. What?
Oh.
That's a bunch of crap. I did that right.
Oh, man, it's the intimidation. You got the intimidation of the two of them.
You scared my missile away.
Yeah, couldn't do it. All right, I think this is going to be it for him. The dynamite will do the trick.
Please no.
The dynamite. Bye. Let's see if I can get out of here in time. Nope, I don't know. Oh,
no.
I took the damage. But
Cecil, why?
I think he's gone, yes.
And yep, he's dead.
And he blows up. Oh, you're lucky that Harvey didn't go with the ricochet. See? Oh, he's
Harvey's
got 4.
so close.
He's so close.
That's a really fun thing about worms is that when they die, they explode. So basically the goal, in addition to killing your opponent, the goal is just to do as much damage to the map as possible.
If you don't hit that fire again, you may die. You got -2 for hitting it. And I am going to see here. Let's try a mindless violence again.
No.
See if this helps out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Oliver because it's may ricochet on me very, very badly.
Yeah, you're going to hit Dad there. That's not going to be fun for you.
I did it.
You did it? Who are you going to hit? Nobody so far. Your own guy.
Oh.
No, you definitely killed me.
Oh, yes! I think I got a double kill.
Yeah, no, he's dead. Goodbye.
Andy's got a black eye. He's living, barely. I damaged.
All right. This is for all the marbles. This is all I can do.
Don't do it.
I've got to do something really drastic. What's really... Okay.
A napalm strike.
Goodbye.
Oh, where is it going to land?
What?
Oh!
What is this?
The wind caught it. It damaged you. I survived.
But welcome back to another episode of Devin's Bad at Video Games.
Well, he's not very happy that you were messing with his son. So, baseball bat it is. Go into the fire.
So this is Worms Battlegrounds. It's a ton of fun. There's a lot of Worms games out there. They're real popular. They're made by, I think, Team 17. Just great party games, great family games. It's very, very simple gameplay, but it doesn't get boring very quickly. You can easily get a lot out of these games. And, I mean, it's mindless violence. What else are video games for? So join us Monday through Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. for Respawn TV. We'll come back next week with another game. Thanks for watching.